Sai Ram. Om Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Babai Namo. Om Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Babai Namo. Pranams at the lotus feet of dear Lord Swami. Jai Sai Ram. Here I am. Oh my God, we came from Delhi and Swami sent us to California. We had a wonderful time in San Francisco, and we met many of our bhaktas, devotees, brothers and sisters, and wonderful satsang we had over there in San Francisco, in Hayward, and in a place called Fairfield. Another good friend name was Jess, and wife Bridge. We had beautiful satsang there. Many people came and we sang the glories of Satya Sai Baba. Wonderful, we enjoyed totally. Then we came to Los Angeles to our son Rajat. You read his name in the book, Rajat, and you know all three children blessed by Swami. And then from here we went to San Diego. San Diego we met lovely friends, lovely old time devotees of Swami in San Diego, Encinadas. We went stayed in the home of Sai home of Chitraji, Jogeshji, and there we met many Sai devotees from all over Encinadas and the surrounding areas. And we had beautiful satsang in many places, singing the glories of Swami. It was great fun. You know, when people who have seen Swami, loved Swami, have had the experience of Swami at the lotus feet of Swami, have touched his lotus feet, looked into his eyes, and he gave them joy, pleasure and happiness. They were so happy, and it was a wonderful, loving environment there. And then, you know what happened? The best thing was, of course, we all know about Samson Weiss, and he and his wife Sharon, they came over to meet us in Encinadas home of Chitraji and Jogeshji, and then we sat, we had lovely talks about Sai Baba, and we exchanged our experiences, and he says, Captain Sharma, no, you tell me your experiences, and from this book, and then I narrated all those divine experiences which Sai Baba gave it to all of us, and to this humble servant of Swami. And the divine experiences was that he is the supreme being. And like Shri Baba says, don't do the mistake of saying that Sai Baba is this 5 foot 4 inches of this body is Sai Baba. No, I reside in the buttocks of hearts of all people. And then I realized it is so true. You see, his form may not be there, but I see him in all forms that I meet, in all people, devotees, not devotees, anybody. I found that we had an experience of meeting people who may not have seen Swami, but when we look one to one with each other, we smile and we exchange love, and we get reciprocated with love. And that is my God, that is the divine being, that is the love. Love is Ishwar Prem hai, Prem Ishwar hai, and that love is God. We give him a form, he takes a form. According to the Gita, in the fourth chapter, in the 6th, 7th, 8th shloka, Sri Krishna says, I incarnate, I being the supreme being, permeating the entire universe, entire creation, because we can't see him. So he controls his Maya, and then he descends down, means from the universe, and the form of a human being, a similar form as us, so that we can relate to him, we can see him, feel his love, how he is, and then you see the peace, infinite peace. Oh my God, we saw the ocean, Pacific Ocean in San Diego, beautiful ocean, beautiful waves, and I get reminded of these waves are us. The ocean is him. The waves rises, stays, and merges back in the ocean, continues eternally, because the ocean is like that. So are we. In the creation, we come in many forms, we stay for a length of time, granted by the Lord. We do our best, our duty, our dharma, our duties and responsibilities, and then according to Him, look at when we are children, we pray. When we adult, we study. We make the best of ourselves, best of education, and best of learning, knowledge of the whole world. Get married, get children, grandchildren, and then what we learn is love, sacrifice love for first to start with wife and husband, then with children, and then with grandchildren, and when then the love expands, and you know the whole universe, each and every being is nothing but an embodiment of love. You see, each one of us is nothing but love only, and nature is peace. Each and every one of us, our nature is inbuilt peace. That peace and the self, the real self is what Shiva is, what that Shivam is, Atman. Om. You chant Om. Om. Where the Om merges, between two Oms is the period of silence, and that is where is no noise, there is nothing, and that is the abiding peace. That is what is our nature is. We get disturbed by the outer happenings, and you know, what difference does it make? How does it upset you? Why should we get upset? No, because you see the nature of the Prakriti, nature of people and other things, what people say, do and act, why should it affect us? You see, we should maintain a tranquility, composure, and our uniformity. We should stay calm, quiet, peaceful, and you know, stable, balanced mind. Who says so? Gita, where? Krishna, where? Chapter 12. And the 17, 18, 9th sloka is very nice. A man of steady wisdom. See, a person comes and praise you, you get raised, and he comes and says, dishonors you, and you get disheartened, deflated. He says, no, stay calm in under all situations, your own happenings, everything around you. You should be able to do, not agitate any mind, not hurt anybody, not hurt yourself, not get agitated yourself, and nothing should be able to perturb your serenity and tranquility and stability. Wonderful thing. And then look here, you'll be surprised I'm wearing this cap. This is in Los Angeles. So our son took us to for the sightseeing. Went to Marina del Rey or something, beautiful ocean side, and then we had people there singing and dancing with nice music and all that. That's where we bought this cap. That is why I'm wearing to show you that we are in Los Angeles at the moment. And there the band was playing, and then you know what? We saw a little lady, could be about 40, 45 or something, and she was dancing, you know, with the rhythm, with the music of the drums that was playing in the background. And I also joined in, and we started dancing together, an unknown person. And we enjoyed each other's company, the moves and all that. He says, Captain Sharma, you dance well. I said, well. Enjoying the moment with you. And another lady comes in, also an American. She also joined in. Another also joined in. My wife also, Prem also joined in. Rajat also joined in. And we all in a group, we were all dancing, having fun, lots of fun and all that. And we could see that the other people sitting around, they were taking videos of us. And then one of the ladies says, hey, you look Indian. Are you from India? I said, yes, I'm from India. He says, I love India. And then we felt so happy. He says, Indians are so happy, go lucky, always at peace, and they mix up with each and everyone with equal love and everything. So that made us really very happy. What message are we conveying? Not that I had fun, not that we had fun. We are trying to say it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter who the other person is, which country are you in, what religion do they believe in, what is color, creed, nationalities, language, there is nothing is a barrier. because love is divine. Love doesn't have any name, doesn't have any form. Love is love. And even we have two pets here. They, when they see us, see the friendly people, they start wagging their tail. That is their way of expressing love. So even love is felt by animals also, trees, birds, and everybody feels love because God is love. And He is in each and every person. My God, then where is the trouble? Why this chaos in the world? Why this confusion, conflict, and differences in opinion? And why is this happening? You see, how can you blame? We must understand why this is happening with us, with other people. Why can't we get along with all kinds of people? If you say love all, then is it easy to love all, or is it difficult to love all? And then we find you see, even I, for a very long time, found that it is very difficult to love all people, like Sai Baba say, love all and serve all. And then I realized what is happening. It took me a pretty long time to realize, and then I realized, oh my God, dear, go deep beyond the body, beyond the color, nature, height, weight, complexion of anybody, even the temperament also. Never mind, a language barrier is not a barrier. You can all break all barriers by a little smile. And we try it, it works very well. Acceptance of all people as they are. Don't try to change people. If you want to change yourself. Imagine, realize, do an audit yourself in the night. Oh my God, I have some shortcomings. Yes, of course, we have a shortcoming. Realize that. And then you resolve. I shall overcome this negative tendency of mine. I shall overcome this weakness of mine. This egoistic. I always say, I am doing this, I've done this, because of me, this is happening. See, everything. And everything in the world which is perishable. I mean, you can't keep it with you all the time. For a little while stay with you, and then you get fed up with it, or they leave you, or you leave them. So why stick to them? They can't give you permanent joy, because themselves are temporary. They rise and fall, they themselves are temporary. So what is imperishable? Satya Shivam Sundaram, and that is your own Paramatma, the Lord within you, which is always shining as love only. You see, I like this fruit behind you. It's a lemon tree. And the lemon tree, inside, it has its own peculiar individual taste. And you see, and look at any other tree for that matter. Look at an apple, or look at an orange, or look at a banana, look at a guava, and look at any other sweet mango. See how beautiful the mango is. The outer rind, the outer covering, the outer shell of a fruit could be sweet also, like in a guava. You can eat it with the outer skin also, and it could be a neutral also, like in a banana. You peel off the banana, they eat the banana and leave the outside as it is. But in some, maybe here in the lemon, or in other tree, other fruits also, the outer ring, outer shell could be kadua. It could be bitter also. It could be tasty also. It could be sweet also. It could be neutral also. All kinds. But inside it is the sweetness. So it is with the body also. The body can be a temperament, behavior, attitude. It could be rough, like a custard apple. You see, it can be very rough. You know how custard apple is. But you break the custard apple, take, and inside is sweet, and around the sweet is the sweet flesh of custard apple, and how nice it is, and covered, and outside covering is all, you know how custard apple is. So the outer covering doesn't matter. Similarly, the outer covering of us, a plane flying. This reminds me of the time when I was a pilot. You know, in 1956, I had the pleasure of flying Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba in the plane many times. For 20 years, I had the fortune, I was fortunate indeed, the privilege to fly Sri Satya Sai Baba on board. He used to come on board and give us, and created so many miracles in it. We thought they are miracles. No, for him, they are his supreme grace. उनकी कृपा होती है वो. I remember one time, my wife Prem, she had a thyroid problem. We showed everywhere. No cure. In Delhi, we took to a nuclear hospital in north of Delhi. This is Captain Sharma. This is thyroid, and we have to do radioactive, and all the hair will go. I said, no, we don't want that to happen. We show to London, James Fowler, and to John Hopkins, and the Washington, New York, and they say, okay, sir, this is what it is, and the only medicine is a new Mercazole, whatever. I said, Babu, I call her Babu, forget it. Let's go to Sai Baba. He was flying from Bangalore to Bombay. We took the flight, Airbus flight, and then we welcomed Swami by touching his feet. He came and sat down in the aircraft. You know, he always used to sit on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side was the devotee. If he was going to Bombay, devotee from Bombay who were inviting Swami to Dharamkshetra in Bombay. And then there was a lot of fun in the aircraft, you know, all people crowding, wanting to touch his feet, you know, wanting to have his darshan, because by merely looking at Swami without his speaking, just looking at into his eyes, your eyes become, you freeze, because he enters your eyes into your heart, and all that you feel is love. And not peace. Peace is in the morning, peace is in the evening. No, it is bliss. Where there is no mind, where there is no wave, ocean is. Where there is no mind, bliss is. That is Anandam. There is no opposite word of Anandam. There can be peace and happiness, but not for Anandam. And that is what he is, an embodiment of love, embodiment of peace, and an ocean of peace, ocean of love, ocean of wisdom. That's what he is. So I said, I told my co-pilot, I said, I'll go and invite Swami in. So I went in the cabin. I said, Baba, Swami, please bless the cockpit. He said, Acha, me aata. I'll come. We waited inside. We, you know, at the back of the pilot seat, there is an observer seat. We put a white sort of a napkin over it, some rose petal flowers, and we took our shoes off. We slowed down the plane so that he could stay longer in the air with us. And then, since we looked at him, our mind, his heart is left with him. Do not underestimate the capacity of the mind. He is infinite. He is the mind. Who says? Krishna says in the Gita, where 10th chapter, and oh my God, in the 10th chapter, verse number 22, he says, among the senses, I am the mind. If Krishna is universal, Sai Krishna is universal, pervading everywhere, so is the mind. You take out the entire mind, even then you are left with enough mind. All the mind is left. That is the capacity of the mind. Just you heard that prayer, no? Om Purnamada, is total, is Purnamidam. From that, this has come. What? This universe, this creation. Om Purnamada, Purnamidam. Punas Purnat Purnamudyaste. And from that Purna, from the infinite, from the supreme, from that all pervading, came this all creation. Everywhere, unlimited creation. Can you figure out any limit to the ocean? You know, I mean this the sky or the space or whatever or in this space, the sun and the moon, the stars and this galaxy and that galaxy, there is no limit to it. So it is with the creation of the Lord. He is pervading every little atom of the Lord, and that little realizing that, and that little atom of the Lord is this also self, and that is why we call it Atma, self-realization. Here you can realize yourself because you can meditate, you can become silent, and we can go beyond the mind, and then you immerse into the infinity, and then you I-ness, minus, oneness, that body consciousness goes, what remains is the substratum that has been, was, will always be the truth. That is the Sanatan, Shashwatam, all the time present. So, okay, let's get back to the cockpit. And then Swami tiptoes in. He comes barefoot, as he always was, and he removed the rose petals, and he sat down right behind me. And when he sat down, without saying, doing anything, what we felt was peace, happiness, no reason to love, no reason to love, no reason to be happy, no reason to be happy. His mere presence makes you feel happy. His mere name, chanting his mere name. One moment, it doesn't matter. If you believe in Rama, go ahead, the same thing. If you believe in Krishna, go ahead, the same thing. If you believe in Jesus, go ahead, the same thing. Allah, the same thing. And any other form of non God is Jyoti Swarupa. He is the supreme being. Om Bhur Bhuvasava Tat Savitur, shining like a brilliant sun. Brilliant sun is unlimited Jyoti light, the illumination that he is. That is what God is. So he can take any name, any form, and everything. Look at these birds and bees, the trees and everything, the flowers and everything you see around you is him only. And only you have to realize him as sweetness, him in many forms, that he is ever present in the entire universe. Entire creation is a pointer toward the creator. That's him. So my dear, let's get back into the cockpit. Then he comes, removes the petal flowers, sits down, and then there's quiet time. We take pictures and all that. All those pictures are here in this book. Then my wife was sitting in the cabin right across the aisle, and she walks in. And then she came, and with her knees down, she sat down between the two captain's seat, and folded hands, looking at Swami, and then she is very happy. I happened to say, Swami, yes, I know. She says she's thyroid? No, Ma, you're all right. You don't have any thyroid. They say, Ma, open your mouth. And even riders there were watching them. Waved his hand like this. He did lots of vibhuti, ash, and did like this. And straight into her mouth, the vibhuti powder flew like a stream of water. Straight into her mouth. Patted her head 3 times. 25 years, thyroid gone. No problem. We came to Delhi. All blood tests were normal. What happened? His vibhuti. That vibhuti means his grace, his will, his good will for you. And the vibhuti can be in any form. The vibhuti can give you peace. The vibhuti can give you happiness. The vibhuti can give you prosperity. And vibhuti also means if you have a physical problem, and then it cures the physical problem also. If you have a mental upset, you're depressed, you're confused, then it enters into your mind, gives you peace, and then the vibhuti means that he awakens your intellect, makes a discriminative intellect, viveka, and then you're able to take a right decision and right conclusion, and then you can make a success of yourself. And then he gives you stability. What kind of stability he gives you? Look at this. Tortoise. And look at his top. It is something to learn, Yeah. Look at his top. His top is so tough. Yeah. And is so tough that it can withstand all kinds of weather, all kinds of situations in life. And then, I believe his lifespan is pretty much, I don't know, maybe 100 years or 200 years, God knows how much, but that only gives us the meaning that, you see, he is tough. He is very steady, and his top is to protect him from the elements, from the rain, shower, hail, whatever it is. And then inside, of course, he must be very soft peace, at peace by himself, happy in his own form, whatever form God has given me, and is given in the protection also. The outward, the shell of the tortoise is protection. So the protection is given to us by the Lord also in terms of by His grace. You pray to Him, His grace comes as a protection for you, and it will always keep you away from the harm that happens in your life. Another thing to remember what here I must again remind you, He could transfer, change the nature of the ash. Ash nature is, how it doesn't stick together. And He changed the nature of the ash into the nature of the water. Ash acquired, changed the nature of the ash into the nature of the water and flew like a stream of water into a pond. That change, my dear, in our nature. We are born with that nature. This has come with as a printed circuit, as a package of good habits, bad habits, this genes, that genes. Why to go into the biological side of it? Which genes are you carrying? Whose genes, father's gene, mother's gene, grandfather, grandmother, up genes, this line, that line. Oh my God, those genes have never mind. Be grateful that you have been given this body because of your parents, your down up the line, everything. But the only thing is grace of God. And Shankaracharya says, after crores of births, after millions of births, you're given a human body. And after crores, after millions of intelligent living, you're given in a human body. Where? You're living in a family. Where? There is a word of God sung in the family. And living in such a family, then you are given again a birth after many thousands and millions of years, where you are inclined. You have enjoyed the world enough. You had a great time in the world. And then what is the end result of that? You find everything is temporarily come and go. Then you realize, let us seek that which always is, has been my own nature. And that turning point, change of direction from the creation to the Creator, and He lives in us as our Atman, as a soul, as a real self. All right. When you realize that, you read in the chapter, I won't go into detail in the chapter 3, when you realize that you alone are the truth, and then you come back into the world, He says, okay, my God, I know I am the truth. I know I'm a peaceful soul. But in my day-to-day life, I find we pass through many problems in life. This thing is not going right, this thing is going fine, that thing is not going fine. My wishes are not completed, my desires are not fulfilled. And what I think, and what happens about the desires and all that? He, the Lord, fulfills that desire which is good for you. You do service to the other person, your desire will be fulfilled. Because you are not thinking about your own self, you are not selfish. Your servitude attitude you have. Serving attitude like Hanuman. You have a service attitude like Hanuman. So he will fulfill any desire of yours which is for the good of the others. For giving joy, happiness, peace, prosperity, serving all those who need your service, who need your help. And then Swami, you will find the God. You can call him any name. We call him Swami because we have not seen Rama, Krishna, Jesus, Shri Baba or anybody. We have seen him and we have seen all. We have seen all what we have read in the scriptures, Vedas, Upanishads, Ramayana, Bhagavatam, and Gita, and the Brahma Sutra, and oh my God, all these books. Even Granth Sahib, he said the same thing. Guru Nanak said the same thing. Ek Omkar, Satyanam, the truth, Karta, Purak. He is the one who's doing it. And here I take the credit. I have done it. That is the darkness, that is the ignorance, that I-ness that we impose ourselves, deluded by the fact that I think I am this body and I start saying I am doing it. Hare Baba, what would you do? You in deep sleep, are you doing anything? And he's doing everything. He's doing digestion for you, he's breathing for you, and keeping you alive. He's going, the whole system going good. Why? You are not doing anything, you're sleeping. Who is it? Him only. Where? In you also. And all, same in the flowers, the birds, the bees, and all beings like that. Everywhere, he is the one. So my dear, and I could go on for umpteen number of experiences. If you have a chance, you read in this, you have to read your own book of your own interest. It doesn't matter. Wherever you read, the bottom line will be the truth. He abides as ourselves in all beings equally. We have tried, it's only a question of developing a divine vision. A divine vision here, where you try to, go beyond the body, beyond the temperament, nature, and the attitude and behavior of a person, and go beyond, and you smile to solve the problem, and silence to avoid the problem. And in life, we must remember pain. If there is a life, there is life hai, zindagi hai, to संघर्ष है. The life is, struggle is, there happiness is, pain is. Pain may be inevitable, suffering is optional. That is the change, the transformation that comes in you. If pain is there, okay, then you understand. Try and get cured. Seek advice, medical help, this, that, and the other. Fine. Everything is taken care of. But then you find solace, refuge at the feet of the Lord, and then you find that yes, it is definitely optional. The pain, because the pain is relieved. बगल की पतली सी गली से निकल जाता है. The body may go through pain, but the one who is the feeler in the body, the seer in the body, the eye, the individual eye, that is at the lotus feet of the Lord. Who says? Krishna says, where? Gita chapter 18 and in the 60th shloka, and Sri Krishna says, Mamekam Sharanam Vaj. All dharmo ko, all the senses perceive, the mind feels, feeler, intellect, thinker, thinks, knows, intellection, and all these logical things is going on in the intellect. All that thing you submerge, submit, surrender at my lotus feet, and I shall grant you from all sins. The sins are created. Why? Because of a desire, vasanas inside. All the time for selfishness for this one, and then the greed comes, and then the things get happy, satisfied. You want more and more. Greed comes in, then he has less. I have less, he has more, and I don't want to go into all those things. Everybody knows about it. It's a common thing. So the taraju comes, the comparison comes, and the balance, you lose your balance of the mind, and you get upset for nothing. Enough of that. Forget it. When you are in the lap of God, in the company of the Lord, by remembering His name in any name and form that you like, and you instantly get peace and instantly get happiness, then you can get along with each and every person in the world. Aeroplane reminds me of my good old times. So you see, the bottom line is, we are here with my wife, and we are, today we are here in Los Angeles, and that is the reminder. And on the second we go to Toronto to our daughter Rakhi there. In Delhi we go to our son Raman, and there also they are waiting. We see, like the love that we get here is the love we'll get in Toronto, is the love we get in Delhi also. And we have 6 grandchildren. They're all doing very well. Our one granddaughter in Delhi, Ria, she is doing service to humanity, selfless service to humanity, serving the humanity. The acid victims of India, she's been recognized all over the world. Even the Bill and Gates and Melinda Gates Foundation and the ex-President Obama also greeted her. Why? How? Why? What? Selfless service. Where there is selfless service, God comes and helps you out. If you do things for yourself, you do it yourself. But when you do it for the others, then you get all the wisdom of him, all the strength from him, all the help from him, and the work gets done. The other person is happy and you are happy. You're not making yourself happy anymore. You're making others happy by removing their physical discomfort, pain, whatever, elevate it, and at the same time, if you have any blocked memories in his mind, which are blocking him from that happiness, what we call is worry, tension, and all that stuff. So you try and relieve that. Then the other person feels nice. If he feels nice, if he's happy, he feels grateful to you, he starts liking you, and there is a mutual liking with each other. Because you are in some way or the other are able to help him physically, mentally, or solving his problem and creating a good solution in his mind, and then there is an instant rapport, oneness. You see, this is the community, the society, the people around the world, how we are a complement to each other. We love each other, we help each other, and wherever we go, and there is nothing what you find is love and love only. My dear, today I just wanted to share this happiness with you because we happen to be here, and here you see we are getting we're getting the best of both worlds. We're getting the spiritual wisdom, spiritual, what shall we say, company, satsang, what we call, isn't it? At the same time, we get and like God says, I've created this beautiful world, go and enjoy this. So we enjoy the beautiful world also. We saw the good side of Los Angeles, the Beverly Hills, the Rodeo Drive, Marina, Del Ray, whatever, that ocean side also, and we enjoy the food, flowers, children, grandchildren, everything. So you see, everywhere you find is nothing but his creation, and because of him being in your heart, because of him being he's awakened, you remember him, he comes. Swami says, you take one step, I take 10 steps. So the Gita also says, I reside in all hearts. Love all. At the same time, he says, in the hearts of all people, Gita chapter 9, 29 shloka verse, he says, nobody is dear to me, nobody is not dear to me. Because he exists in the hearts of all, good and bad, everybody. But one who remembers me, one who worships me, I manifest in his heart. As what? Peace, love, wisdom, and everything. So my dear, instead of, have fun in life, take care of your family, take care of your duties, do well, make a success of yourself, at the same time, give the credit to him. You don't have to speak it out, just feel it that way. Oh Lord, in your heart or heart, oh God, you are the one. It is thy grace only. It is because of you only that I'm able to accomplish this. I'm able to do this. It's thy grace only. Oh Lord, please, loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Please shower your grace and mercy upon each and everyone, and let all be happy. And that is the message of God. So we are having a very good time here, and sharing love with each and everyone here, and we everywhere where we go, we see only one thing: the divine grace of God. In the end, what I want to say is, let us. I pray all the time, because you see, working, not working, anything. I've been flying for 40 years in all different types of aircraft. I was in the Indian Airlines. I had the fortune of flying all great saints and sages of India, Murari Bapu, Ramesh Bhai Ojha, and we went to Bombay to Nisargadatta Maharaj, and it was our Swami for 20 years. And it is by his grace that I was a pilot. So it doesn't matter. Having, you see, in your life, wherever you are placed, is his grace only. Count your blessings, what all you have. You have a healthy body, healthy mind, and you are able to think well and cognize well. At the same time, able to help and serve others also. And what a beautiful instrument this body is, for one purpose, to realize the divinity within you. The body is come and go, it may be perishable. The one divinity in you is imperishable. So this one who gets this is fortunate enough to realize this, that in this living in this body, living in this world right now, is I have to attain my original nature, and that is divinity within us, divinity in you and in every being. Seek his protection while in the work, while in awaking state, while living with your wife, husband, children, grandchildren, and the entire world. Feel his grace every time. Only he is the one. He is Karta Purak. He is the one who is the all doer, and all that time we need his grace only. And how do we need his grace? We prostrate, surrender at his lotus feet, and ask for what? Hey Bhagwan, aap apni bhakti dijiye. Give us the bhakti of thy lotus feet. That is all we need. Keep us at your lotus feet. And then Arjuna says in the Gita, in the 18th chapter, 73rd shloka, Nosto moha, my delusion is gone. Smarti labda, I remember myself, my true self is not this outer self that I am. And that what is my inside is you. My inside is you in a form. Oh Lord, you are everywhere. And then he says, now Arjuna says, now oh Lord, hey Keshav, hey Madhav, now I'll do what you say. I saw that Krishna in Saraswati Sai Baba. One Hislop was a man, an American, was very devoted to Swami Sai Baba, and then he was mentioning something. Swami, that means from the time of Krishna, and his Swami stopped. Krishna, I'm Krishna. Time, what is time? I'm time. He is all pervading. Everywhere. What Swami has said so simply, I'm time, is given and substantiated what is spoken by Krishna also. in the 4th chapter, in the 5th shloka, Krishna says, Arjuna, you say I've given this Karam Yoga to son? And Krishna was surprised. Lord, you are born now. And son is ever since Puranic. Ever. How can this be? He says, you and I had many births. You do not know, I know all. And then to say further, he says in the 7th shloka of the Gita, in the 26th shloka, verse of the 7th chapter of the Gita, he says, I know your past, I know your present, I know your future births also.